were able to come out victorious on. And of course, this is that starting 5 for 2024. Paper Rex here,
Okay,
Monyet
guys.
in the mix.
Lagi kita akan
And the remaining 4 and the 2 coaches. We're so used to this shot between Alex and Termi. Really a battle between the coaches as well.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, exactly what they prepared in terms of Alex, again, integrating Monyet into the Paper Rex system, whereas for Termi, trying to keep DRX on the, you know, straight and narrow, trying to keep them on a path where they're improving, but despite a lot of trials and tribulations for the DRX squad throughout the years, and you know, never able to find that international trophy that they've wanted for so long, so close so many times. But you know, when it comes to an actual VCT official event, DRX has come up short. So has Paper Rex, but they've gotten just a little bit deeper with second place finishes. DRX never better than third.
Yeah, DRX never got to that grand final on an international stage. Paper X 1 step ahead of him, lifting up the inaugural VCT Pacific Trophy as well, right here in the hometowns of these gentlemen you see on camera, the Kings of Korea. And they still hold on to that title for now, if you wanted to argue about it, but ever since we've joined as Pacific, Paper Rex have risen to the top.
No doubt, and last year was just so impressive for Paper Rex. You know, even with difficult circumstances coming into, you know, Masters Tokyo, where CGRS had to step in, still get a third place. Coming into the champs, they get second, getting that grand finals through the winner's side, you know, besting EG the first time around, and of course falling to them in the grand finals proper. But I would really think that this Paper Rex team should once again either be first or second in the Pacific League, depending on how it shakes out. You know, you would think on paper, but again,
Sure.
You never know. It all depends on how it all shakes out, how they actually fit together.
And all teams look a lot stronger, right? Moving on, I mean, we got to see T1 in the flesh here in Group B. They look very impressive here as a revamped roster for Pacific. Some of the other teams that we haven't quite gotten to see during the offseason continuing to show promising futures. So you got to imagine Paper X, they know that they're not quite free from the pressure. But a lot of people have expectations that despite, you know, some of the experimenting that might be going on here in the offseason, just look at the pure individual firepower, and this team should have no reason to shy away from at least top 2. Meanwhile, DRX, we thought, okay, stability is back with the core 5. They should be able to have smooth sailing courses all through the group stage here at the AVL, and they have been struggling just a bit against the likes of Full Sense and Sentinels.
Yeah, and I think it's been a little frustrating for DRX because I think they expected to be a little stronger coming in here, going back towards this old, you know, standard roster. You know, they've been kind of giving Flashback and Foxy 9 some opportunities and some of the other third-party events that have been happening throughout this offseason of VCT, and now you're back to the old standard, and you would hope that with all their experience and all the other things that this would be just kind of them, you know, slotting right back into that groove, but so far they haven't been able to really find it, in my opinion.
Well, hopefully the first 2 matches of this tournament have been enough for both teams to get back into form, as they are so familiar with each other. The mind games have been tossed back and forth. It used to be that DRX, you know, always was able to come out on top despite the chaos, and finally at Pacific, Paper X consistently defeating their rivals up to the grand final, lifting up that trophy for the first time ever since the partner leagues come around here for VCT. And now we look at the map draft. All eyes on Paper X with this starting 5. What is it going to be? Because Sunset surely will not be allowed through from DRX.
Yeah, that's the real question. What are they going to fall back to here for Paper Rex? Oh,
Oke,
bonus.
pilihan oke lo tuh.
Okay, I
Map
mean,
pertama
a very stable, you know, map pick
pilihan
that
DRX.
Paper X used to have. And
Paper X,
DRX saw that breeze comp, they saw the
Breeze.
Eurocomp and said, well,
Haven
we know how to play against
cancel,
that. We'll
Split
pick that one up. It didn't look
cancel
that
juga.
clean. Haven and Split will be banned out. So
Ascent.
Paper X banning out the Haven as well. And if it goes to Ascent, I mean, this is just gloves off, an all-out brawl between these two.
Yeah,
Map
no. I
pertama.
would love to see it go to Ascent for sure. I mean, these are two teams that it is always a pleasure to watch them. And like you were talking about, usually DRX has had the better of them. But since something came on board, it changed pretty quickly and changed at the most important moment for Paper Rex, the grand finals. And he's still pretty explosive. We haven't seen, I would say, that kind of the commanding performance just yet from something in the overall dominance that he could bring out, but he's been quite solid. And we're, we know Monyet.
Oh, we're looking at you.
Ikan
Everyone's
saya.
looking at you.
Yeah,
Monyet.
everyone, all eyes are on you, buddy.
Yeah, everyone's got some big expectations, especially just, you know, seeing what Jin can continue to do, right? I mean,
it's something. He's like, what are you doing?
It's not a one-to-one comparison, but obviously he is still filling that slot in terms of the lineup itself, despite perhaps maybe a deeper Asian pull, we could argue, for Monyet.
Oh, yeah. No. Monyet can also play duelists. I mean, we know that's kind of where he got his bread and butter to start, where people really started to catch some eyes onto him. And the agent select, okay. For DRX.
Okay. Oh, wow. So they're sticking with the Killjoy. I was wondering if we'd see some Cypher here as well. But meanwhile, it is going to be Monyet on that raise. So Paper X sticking with the composition they've always had. But now instead of Jing, it's got to be Monyet. And you got to imagine the pressure's on him because now it's a one-to-one comparison to Jing.
Yeah, this is one of the agents that really got people's attention for Monyet, and he's back on it. So I guarantee a lot of fans of Monyet are going to be very excited to see this raise once again. You know, and I like the double duelist setup here for Paper X. I think this is a lot of what maybe they're going to be leaning into in 2024 potentially. Forsaken Cypher as well, I really like on this map. I really think the way that he uses the cyber cages in particular is really quite interesting.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, one of those players that really started to pick up the Odin all the time whenever you could, use those trap wires and the cam to your advantage, as there's so many walls you can just spam through, controlling a revolving door, or just see as the entire site itself. So the comps are what we're used to from these two teams. We're looking at the core five from both lineups. And ladies and gentlemen, only one team will rise to the occasion to go to the playoffs here at AVL 2023. Map 1 in this best of 3. Between these two teams, we go to Lotus.
Oh, be still my heart.
Oh, this is exciting.
Oh, it's so I'm so happy that these two teams get to play in a way. I mean, I know they're probably not happy about it, but but I sure am.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to continue to play against each other next year as well, and we'll see who gets to have that upper hand to wrap things up in 2023. The ability to eliminate your rival from the AVL. DRX on the attack. Eyes on to B site. All five as well, just a toxic screen for a little bit of conditioning over by a Rubble. It's going to be a quick start. Monyet going for a very deep peek, and he's going to get caught off guard, but the guiding light is going to save him quite a bit, as something going for the peek through the revolving door, the trade from RB Sheriff. But both teams locked into this fight for much longer than they had bargained for. The Frenzy could still do a lot of damage. Everyone chipped so low on the side of DRX.
Oh, I didn't realize DRX was buying into the APAC ranked games here like we saw previously with Paper X and Full Sense, just sending it down mid. But yeah, Paper X, they're able to get some pretty serious damage onto RB, who's down to 1 HP. Just got to spam through and get a lucky shot.
One enemy remaining.
Wow, what? Wow, Mind Freak from above. The Paranoia only able to cover Baby Door, and it's going to be an excellent double kill from Mind Freak to help hold things down, giving pistol round win to Paper X.
Okie dokie. Looking pretty good for Paper X. DRX, the pistol round woes continue. And Paper X just fully dialed in. Their map pick spraying right through, seeing those bullets coming out. And wow. That is unfair, Mind Freak. That first one.
Yeah, jeez.
Just feeling the timing.
And something just holding from C site constantly through that door as well. DRX just gonna stick with mostly classics. One shorty, one ghost, and they're just gonna run it down into B. They'll escape the wrath of the Marshal, but the Bulldog will get the spots from the Cypher as Mind Freak goes for the double. Still some damage done, but they can't just get their bearings as Paper X will clean house once again.
Oh man, something already getting the spam at the end of the round in, and he's letting DRX know that he's come to play today. They want to get this. Yeah, the spots here so nice for Forsaken to give Mind Freak a pretty easy double there. And yes, MAKO does come bounding in with that classic point blank taking him out, but overall, no real concerns for Paper X. DRX just not able to really win out some of these early duels.
Oh, Paper X with a read as well, this time onto the C side. Paint Shell's a little bit far out. Monyet, his entire body showing as MAKO is able to pick up that kill. DRX will back off. They don't want to get locked into another messy fight. Just a blind partial shot right across as something tries to find a target. DRX checking off corners, but they know they have no information on the other side. They have to go into the site. MAKO just trying his best to open things up, and Stax will make sure he covers the side. A nice slide by from Buzz as he's now able to enter the site. Divide down to 5 HP, goes down, and Forsaken, his location spotted. Oh, but he gets a nice headshot on Buzz.
Spike planted.
That's tough, man. Forsaken, it's the plan now. Opens the door again, maybe makes them consider that he's rotated around through B, back through the waterfall, but
It's got to be a save, right?
I assume he's gonna, try to keep the gun.
He bought up this round, which I was a little surprised about. You know, oftentimes we like to see him kind of grade for the Odin or really save up to it on this map on defense. But now that he bought down to 900 credits, just says, I'll wait here. He did use a revolving door earlier, right? So like you said, he plants it in there that he could have just entirely left, and he's hoping for 1 or 2 exit frags. DRX, are they aware of this possibility? It looks like if they're coming with that double angle, he wants to get the early peek out and the spray down. Can he get the ace? It's going to be the Forsaken ace. Sacrifices the round for a lot of economic damage.
Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable, Forsaken. That is so mean. Just brilliant stuff. Even though they're completely ready for it, he just brutal. Swings out and knocks him down. And that's, okay, DRX wins the round, but the mental damage is tremendous.
Yeah, I mean, at what cost, right?
Right.
Drop all your rifles. He gets to keep one for his name. Saw the operator on the buy screen as well. Paper X, they really want to hammer it home.
They should.
Are they aware of this? I mean, it seems like they're somewhat aware of the possibility. They want to check for some early peeks out. Not yet. This time, working off the guiding light, is able to stabilize, goes for the double off the paint shells as well. Keeps DRX cornered at the entrance.
Just great combination. A little bit disjointed in the previous round. Monyet's help got cut off by a nanoswarm from DRX. This time they're playing a little bit further back, waiting for the contact before they send through flashes, the paranoias, the paint shells. There you go. That's some easy pickups for Paper X. Not any damage taken. Literally 0 from Paper X.
Yeah, just continue to spam through for the revolving door as well. You set the trap wire, NB, the camera's online as well. Paint shells refreshed off with a double kill. If Devi spots, this is going to be more kills for Monyet. Devi actually is picking one up for himself, and Devi continuing to go for the double team as Paper X shuts down C-Site, leading 3-1.
Wow, that is a really clean, really encouraging sign for Paper X fans to see them play off each other like that.
And Monyet just having that confidence, right?
Yeah.
Says, this used to be my main role. Don't worry, fans, I'm here and frag out. Working off of Devi, ping-ponging back and forth.
It's just brilliant. They make it look easy, man. It ain't. DRX is, no slouches, no doubt about it. And that's some good stuff right there. And kind of spreading the map a little bit more this time around at DRX. Doesn't matter. Zest pays the price for trying.
Yeah, something just actually walks right through the top screen. It looks like Monyet also ready for the aggression on B, and they just swing around. Mind Freak's back on top for him as well. Put him on the omen, leave him on the smokes, because that's when he frags out to his heart's content. Monyet with another kill. Showstopper online as Paper X leads 4 points on the board.
And now the concern for DRX is going to be that these pockets are getting really deep really fast for Paper X. I mean, you can see something even with an operator sitting on 6,900 in the back of it. Another flawless for them. I'm just reading these positions so well. Nice little adjustment there from Mind Freak to find the second. And there you go. Monyet, yeah, he takes a headshot, doesn't matter. He's got the far superior gun there. And now he's got an ult to boot. So that's very, very scary. Buzz has his as well, so the dueling showstoppers. Are we going to get the mid-air missile battle? I don't know.
We've seen quite a few martial arts moments there. Monyet bounces right through, but the one-way blooms right over him. Of course, that is the defensive one as well. He just thought he could be fast enough to get through it. A bit of a greedy play. Uh-oh, that drop being heard. TRX is aware, but Devi still tries to play it to his advantage with the mind games. Not going to find enough kills.
And he almost had the double there.
Swing around for Mind Freak. Not going to be able to win the Omen battle. MAKO on top this time. And Forsaken wants to find a timing. Waits for the plant. Can he get the plant here? The spike dropped. Neural Threat activated. Now, still the operator. Something will get one kill. 1v2. If he gets one, gets the Blade Storm. I mean, quite frankly, he has so much creds. If he can even bait out the showstopper, that'd be huge.
I was just thinking the same thing there, and he gets
no.
one.
The Blade Storm's online, but Buzz will get the wraparound.
Woo. That is playing with fire there for sure. But I mean, you know, something that's kind of his essence, right? He's got to go for these big plays, and that's I'd rather he go for it. I mean, otherwise it's just not Paper X, man. It's not WK Gaming.
True. And again, I mean, they're so far ahead in terms of score and credits.
Yeah.
He'll easily get another one. Success just calling for the push forward as soon as they get that kill. It's something we credit him a lot for, right? Just stabilizing those comps here for DRX.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't really like in this round was Mind Freak's position there. He has no hope of winning that exchange if DRX is disciplined about it. He's got no backup. He's just on an island right by Baby Door and gets punished for it. There's two angles that can cut you down. So we'll see. Oh my God.
The paranoia doesn't catch the showstopper, so Magnet, he has to run away and he can't. Barely lands on Heaven as he gets blasted away by the rival Rays. Forsaken here, working off of the cyber cage to try to find an angle. Seeker is dying out right before they reach their targets, and something. He's got his eyes trained on Rubble. He's waiting to buy time for Devi, but there's more than one. A nice swing around from RB. The game sense tingling there. Devi all alone, trying to go from the flank. Everyone's so split on Paper X. Oh, ooh, nice kill. Evens things out, but still the pit.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have the paranoia. The spray's coming through. Mind Freak says, no, we gotta bail. I can't do this alone, and here comes RB on the wraparound. Looks like it's just gonna be one rifle saved over for Paper X.
All right, now we're back into it. DRX was just able to shake off those rough early rounds pretty quickly, and they're just right back, you know, with a pacey hit here. Able to really utilize those ults very nicely, but you did have to invest two pretty big ults. Now, the good news is you still have another big one in the back pocket with RB's lockdown available for DRX, but yeah, just able to get in there, get the rocket, get the pit down, and even able to, you know, punish that attempted rotate by Devi and then get something as well. I mean, that's great discipline from DRX.
Oh, that's a nice skill from MAKO as well, just making sure he covers Zest as he's vulnerable during that ultimate activation. RB, nice positioning. And DRX, they've been zoned in, and they forced the timeout from Paper X. Now, you mentioned DRX shaking off, you know, the roughness of the early couple rounds, and a big part of that was, you know, giving up on the focus on, you know, C-Mound, saying, you know what, we've got this composition, we've got the double smokes, we've got the Viper, let's try to fight for Rubble control, and it starts to pay off.
Yeah, that's a good point. They really thought maybe that they could punish Mound, but it was, you know, Magnet and Devi who did the punishing, it felt like. So now you're challenging the other side of the map and finding a lot more success, being able to really take control of that territory. And so now, because especially if you're able to best Magnet on that opening duel right outside of A main, that just gives you so many more options to break through. And they're winning it, you know, maybe a little bit again, you know, Magnet getting a little overconfident. Of course, I would be too. I mean, he's a very good Rays player, so certainly he is deserving of that confidence, and it is Paper X. So they encourage that to some extent. But, you know, DRX has always been a thorn in the side of this team, except for that one time, so.
Oh. Interesting. Buzz going for the judge buy again. They've been doing this here and there whenever they know they want to go for a fast hit into short corridors, despite having the extra credits. They will just invest into this race, play to that advantage. The Trailblazer spots him. How he can't get the kill as something comes around swinging for support. Something with the double, they're trying to chase down both members. Mind Freak still very low. The Seekers will locate him, however. The revolving door, they don't know how many members are peeking out of that one. And already, look at Magnet, he's so fast on this rotate. They have no idea the double headshots. And it's just MAKO all alone. Second Evan, he gets one. He needs to swing around, he doesn't have much time at the guiding light. Paper X continues to lead.
Yeah, this is just great teamwork now. You know, something quick to bail out Mind Freak. Mind Freak was down to 6 HP, so that judge, maybe the nerf coming into play a little bit there.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah, but I don't mind that from DRX, that they want to go for those judges in rounds like that, because in theory, maybe, like, it opens you up. Not only do you save a little bit of extra economy, but potentially if you win those rounds, like, it opens you up for maybe you want to grab an Odin, maybe you want to grab an Op and try something a little bit different. You can squeeze out that extra castle a little bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I like the idea. I'm all for it. It also conditions them that you could be that aggressive. Something gets pushed out, but there's a lot more remaining here for Paper X. 4 members, in fact, all around both doors, and Monyet blasts forward with Divide. They'll both get taken down, and now it's just down to Mind Freak, who's able to hold the fort, and it's something covering his teammates back. DRX, they are starting to fall into the hands of Paper X, just right in their palms, as this is what they want, chaos.
Yep, and this is like DRX being like, okay, the B hit didn't work, back we go to A, which was working, and this time Paper X has more, you know, reinforcements there, a little bit deeper too, to immediately start contesting after DRX pushes that space. They don't contest right out the front of the door, they let them push out a little bit, and then they start giving them the old 1-2 there.
Really good trades. Love the high energy as well from Paper X, and Mind Freak, he just seems like he's so focused this map. Had some great rounds already. Down to the Sheriffs. That lockdown you mentioned earlier still online.
Oh god, I'd forgotten about it.
DRX, yeah. I mean, they just haven't been able to approach.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten close. Cage trigger. Trap wire activated. And they're trying to follow through on the Trailblazer, but not able to secure the kill. Now they're stuck here on tree. Can they find a way out? It's up to RB. He needs to make something happen from the other side. Breaks the trap wire and a nice blast back in from Buzz. RB with the pinch as well. Something just clearing out. What a bold move. Trapping their opponents in the sight. Oh. Stacks finds Divide.
You should run.
Stabilizes things just a bit. Buys time for the lockdown. Mind Freak? Moving forward, goes for the gamble. Not aware that there's more members, tries to shadow step out. Oh, and the lineup for something. But he just knows he's over, right? Can't find a way out of it. RB peeks back out for the kill.
Goodness gracious, what a bananas round there. Absolutely bananas. You don't even have time to like process these plays sometimes. You're just like, okay, back and forth, here we go. I mean, Buzz gets a great shot in there. Now, Divide flashes on the other side of this. It doesn't hit anything, so he gambles that they're behind the toxic screen to his left by the rope. He's completely wrong, gets taken out. Somehow they go for a play off the back of the lockdown. Does Mind Freak completely whiffs on it, and then something's like, okay, anything you can do, I can do better. Gets 2 and almost wins the round. But RB just barely able to keep that one in check for DRX. Man, oh man.
Yeah, squeezes it out, and Stacks now aware of the aggression. So DRX changing their game plan once again. The double trap wires, it's only gonna find one, but that's enough time for Buzz to locate where the shot's coming from. Already having flown through the site, Mind Freak. His teammates are nearby, but not close enough. Smoke clears. Mind Freak gets one kill, and the guiding light, it's trying to buy enough time, but Defiant, Monyet with the aggressive showstopper instantly stops DRX in their tracks. 7-4.
Just phenomenal stuff there from Mind Freak, just getting in there and getting the information. He's like relaying it to his team. He's like, they're here, here, and here. Good luck. And he's like, I got the first one. You guys get the rest. And again, look at those cyber cage setups from Forsaken. This early one gets him that 1 kill. Yeah, it's a 1 and done, but he's under a ton of pressure inside of there, and Buzz just kind of has to, you know, predict where he's going to be. And yes, Buzz does it correctly, but Forsaken at least able to guarantee himself that 1, set up Mind Freak to be able to kind of hide in that smoke, give him the opportunity, get the information over to the rest of the Paper X, and give them a guaranteed positive defender side.
Yeah, now Seekers just being popped right away. Not much to work with here for DRX. Just a couple Guardians and 1 Vandal. They're just going to push through off that ultimate from Forsaken. Only 4 HP. It's not going to be enough to hold strong. However, he does get the ping through the neural theft. So Paper X, they are aware everyone's stuck in the site. Something trying to put the pressure on. Seeker's coming out as well. So much aggro. DRX, they have to cover so many different corners. RB gets one. Stacks as well, but Something, he's on a rampage. Can he continue through to get a couple more kills? Cloudburst to draw attention. Zest with a nice defend with the Stinger, and Stacks will clean the site as we stabilize at 5-7 at the half.
Man, this is
Switching sides.
pacey. This is fast.
It's very fast.
Fast and furious. I mean, I thought maybe since Forsaken was able to pull off the neural theft, they could get something done, but some nice snake bites from Zest by a little bit extra time. They're able to keep, Something at bay long enough that they're able to clean out the rest of the site and get this done. This is just absolute chaos. How? Are you kidding? He got hit by that.
Yeah, and just remembers exactly where he last saw him. I mean, just the focus that these 10 players have right now on stage. You can tell they're rivals. You can tell they're rivals because they know exactly what each other are capable of doing. They know exactly how to try to react to each other. It almost feels like DRX trying to pull a leaf out of Paper X's book, right? Really keep up the tempo so that, Paper X is caught snoozing a little bit, expecting DRX to back off.
You know what? And I would actually like to see that kind of continue for DRX, and the reason being, A, it's kind of unexpected, so who knows, maybe it catches Paper X enough off guard, but B, it's something that has been criticized, and rightly so in some ways, about DRX's gameplay is it's, kind of too predictable, too static. A lot of these set plays, these set executes that eventually start to get read. Get in here and scrap. Get in here and play some ranked game and just see how it goes.
Yeah.
And just find out, because you learn from these experiences. You learn on the fly like this. And this is something Paper X talks about, is that, they play a lot of ranked duos together and things like that in various combinations, a lot. And that's given them that's part of the reason that they have this synergy that they do. So just, who cares? Screw it. Get in there and just, throw haymakers. Let's have some fun.
I mean, Paper X knows how to do that, and DRX perhaps finally understanding the importance of it after a couple devastating losses this year. Now trying to regain some control here on a stage in Seoul, South Korea. Decider match between these two to move on to the playoffs of AVL. DRX now on the defending side, just a turret on the A site. They're going to empty that out, potentially looking for a retake. That indicates a little fast push from both sides. Buzz barely creeps by behind the box.
Oh, we're not just setting it down mid this time, guys?
Paper X is like, oh, well, if you pull a Paper X, we will pull a DRX. RB, nice scratch onto Something.
Ooh.
Eventually we'll find a target, a different one. So that's a little extra damage done. Something will get healed up by Divide, but that's still a lot more time spent. DRX has already pitched the site.
This is going to take some pretty nifty shooting from Paper X to get out of this.
Yeah, but stairs left empty. DRX have to remember this as RB goes for the jump down with the Sheriff. Will eventually find one kill, opens up an angle for the rest of his teammates. It's all down to Divide. He gets spotted, and Buzz will peek right back out, catching up to 6.
Some big round of applause is coming out of the audience after that one. A lot of DRX and Paper X fans showing up today. By the way, to any fans who came out here and are sitting through all 3 best of 3s, you are heroes. You are absolute heroes.
I do see like 4 or 5 that I
you
recognize from the beginning of the day. It's very impressive. Yeah, the call is coming in for Tree there. Yeah, he's saying, we're finally winning a pistol.
Yep.
Buzz happy about that. Aware of their own weakness during this tournament.
And I'm, that could be, that one moment that starts to change things.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Dicey. Losing Zest kind of hurts, right? That toxic screen no longer holding value for both B and A site. Now, of course, on A, MAKO has already pushed through. Got a kill there. He's just looking to lock things down with a smoke. Trailblazer will get the spot. Buzz continues to spray through. 4 points towards a showstopper. Mind Freak is just on one this map.
Yeah, man. He is dialed in, hitting some filthy shots. Stacks trying to not give him the opportunity. Flash on the other side just to say, I don't know, we're leaving.
Well,
Good luck.
Yeah, but look at Something. He's waiting for the wraparound. He knows his teammates have been spotted at C. Now, the fact that they haven't planted, I think, gives DRX a little bit of a fishy sense. They're like, well, why haven't you planted yet? The door got closed. What's going on here? They don't want to deal with this risk. They want to group up together, go for the 3v3. They have those upgraded weapons. They don't want to drop one too easily.
The good news is MAKO is here now, and they kind of have overloaded this angle, and they've spread Paper Rex.
Now the flash not hitting, but MAKO will still find the target. Now something, he has to run all the way back through Waterfall. See if the mind games pay off. Spam comes through, but oh, he can't get the headshot, and MAKO will swivel on a dime, pick up 3 kills on the round.
All right, very nicely recovered here by DRX, but it's kind of like Paper Rex like overthought the way that they took this time. Like they're like, okay, we've got him. We're gonna send, you know, something out there looking for the rotations through the spawn, and instead DRX is just like, I don't know what they're doing. MAKO just cleared all of spawns. Let's just all go from that way and see if they, you know, see if we can catch them trying to spread the map a little bit too much, and they do, and it's a good call here from DRX and from Stacks. Of course, MAKO, when he's got a steady hand, that helps a lot too.
Yeah, and this is one of those things that it may seem obvious when you're watching because we see MAKO go all the way through, but Paper Rex didn't exactly have information on how much control MAKO had gained. Now MAKO once again gaining a lot of control. Just, oh, shadow stepping forward. I understand it's a bonus, but boy, oh boy, yes, it was off the back of a guiding light. Unfortunately, no one full flashed. This does buy time for Buzz and Zest to move forward, and Paper Rex, they understand they don't have full vision, trying to get the kill. Divide, he gets one. He's ready for another. He's waiting for the Trailblazer, spots him, asks for backup. Buzz. All right, DRX really have become Paper Rex. They're just full sending it on contact right now. I mean, understanding that it is a bonus, you know, you got spotted, you have no way out, I get it, but unfortunately it only leads to 1 kill.
Yeah, it maybe didn't go the way you wanted, but I don't mind it. Again, I like to see this style from DRX, even if it doesn't work here in this event.
Are you just happy to see that they finally changed?
Yeah, that's actually more it than anything. I mean, if I'm being brutally honest. But they need this. They need this kind of play in their repertoire, something that teams can see in the film and have to respect.
Exactly. No, I agree with that. Because you have to think long term, right?
Yes.
I mean, DRX, they've dominated for so long domestically, and then once all that tape goes out to the world, they get caught something just with a nice shot, holding that angle. Magnet on the other side, and this is what you can do with that double duelist composition. Aggression on both sides, something just drawing so much aggro. Eventually, RB finds one, but he's stuck here. Can't clear the entire squad. And now a 3v1 against MAKO. MAKO will gamble. He'll choose the correct site.
Cover going out.
He still needs to get all 3. Phantom in hand. Spike dropped. He hears it. The loser activated. Waits for the pounce.
Spike planted.
Knows where it's at. Gets 1. Gets the second. 5 HP. MAKO baits him out, knows Divi's location, waiting for him to aggress, and he tries to swing out, but Divi was already close and on top.
Oh, we almost got a classic MAKO moment there. So close, but Divi also a clutch god, able to best him with a slightly better move. I mean, but at 5 HP there, MAKO had to hit ahead.
Yeah, that's rough.
I mean, even getting close to that corner, he's flirting with disaster. And it's so close, man. I mean, what a shot from something. That is bonkers, dude.
Something really coming back online. Magnet also with the confidence. Here's some comms trying to help out MAKO about the locations, but again, just not enough HP. Now DRX slowing things down with the Sheriffs. Not too much they can do than hope that Paper Rex will come and meet them, but something just says, well, there's no opposition on the A side. Seems like it's fairly open. Just a jump peek from stairs. Gonna wait for that cyber cage. Look at Paper Rex being so cautious, not leaving anything to chance.
And I'd like to see Stacks pump the brakes here. Don't give up anything for free. You know, obviously if you get a free kill, you take it, but no reason to get overly aggressive just yet. Wait for the rest of the reinforcements to show up, but looks like the back angle potentially decently covered here by Mindfreak. There we go. Now they're ready.
Mindfreak will get paranoia, but that gives the signal for everyone to swing back out together. 2 kills. Now that's the cue for Stacks to try to find an opening, but Magnet still had his eyes trained up top. Meanwhile at Rubble, MAKO finds 1, but Divide continues to reign supreme alongside Mindfreak as Paper Rex are now 3 points away from picking the map.
Yep. Now they're starting to pick it back up. DRX threw a flurry of blows at them, certainly, and it kind of worked for a little while, but, you know, Paper X eventually starts to make adjustments on the fly. They're great at it. We know they're great at it. We've seen it time and time again that they figure things out probably without even talking about it, to be frank. They just kind of naturally intuit how to deal with what the other teams are doing, or they just, you know, find another gear sometimes where they're able to just step up and start hitting shots. And now you look, Paper X potentially going toward the C hit. Everybody's just full W keying. Ah, yes.
So many ults, right? I mean, you might as well just send it. Oh, RB not able to get that kill. Showstopper, Monyet has to break a little bit, and he lands on the snake bite on top of the Nano Swarm as well. Too much damage, too much time taken. Eventually, RB goes down. The neural thefts, just to get an idea, they'll see that everyone is here for GRX. But that doesn't mean they have any better clue. Okay, Mind Freak will secure a little bit of extra space, but he hears MAKO, and MAKO has no idea where the landing has happened. A site continues to be open for free.
Oh, unbelievable. DRX reads the landing spot of Monyet so well. They've got a trap set up for him. Oh, Zest from the backside, good against Mind Freak.
A nice peek out, but here comes Buzz as well. I mean, with that kill, they have no idea where Buzz might be coming from. You can see something, he's fishing for it, but they just call for a double up here. Try to help each other out. Here's the Showstopper, Divine wants to kill. Do they suspect something with the double? They had no idea.
And it's clean from something there on that double. It is just back-to-back headshots. Absolutely nasty stuff. That round, like, there were like 4 times where I was like, changing my mind who I thought was going to win the round.
Yeah, I mean, when you first saw the Showstopper just get shut down like that, Monyet, we all thought, okay, well, that slows him down. DRX is all here. And then the Opens both leaping to the other side of the map. And I mean, again, even on that swing, what we saw during the observer screen is Stax was still concerned about behind, right? The flank coming in. Something just joins up with Divide. Whoever made that call wins the round here. Snake fight at the ready. A deep smoke here for MAKO. So a little bit of stability now with Rebel control. Killjoy utility on C. DRX all eyes on to B. They still have the lockdown and the Seekers to try to claw their way back in.
This has just been no breaks. Paper X is attacking side, clearing it out, popping the dash, getting ready to go in, up and over. Nano's not a problem, and Monyet just says goodbye to RB.
And that's the lockdown gone once again. Can't be used. The Seeker's just going to file through. Stax will find a kill off of it, but he'll get traded immediately. And the information, just the obvious on both sides, and Forsaken swings off of his own intel. The jump peek, Monyet spots MAKO, just wants to buy time. Gives him a little opening to push out. This is left to Monyet to battle MAKO, and hides right under that little nook.
It's just like so interesting. The confidence feels just completely different for both teams in a way, but especially for Paper X. Forsaken finds the final kill to put him on map point here. 12-7 for Paper X. Dude, like, it looks so snappy right now for everybody on Paper X. It is like they are focused.
And I saw a lot of people after day one talking about, oh, you know, who knows, Monyet might be good, but maybe he's just not up to the speed of Paper X. Maybe he can't keep up. I mean, if anything, he's kind of overheating at times right now.
Right.
I think he's fitting right back in to this squad once he's allowed to play that raise.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, but finding some good angles now and starting to kind of gel. You know, yeah, sure, he's overheated, but it wouldn't be Paper X unless you were.
Well, and sometimes that's needing to really heroic plays right now. As we're seeing with the Judge, just like that, gets the kill upgrade. So right with the Boombot gives him information, not able to defend himself. But with all of that, something now drawing the aggro here on C, the guiding light. Keeps him tied, but so do the Nano Swarms. Forsaken, not quick enough. Now just 2 members. Now Mind Freak on the other side of the map.
Oh, Devi. That Boombot doesn't come out. I think he might have Buzz dead to rights, but Buzz wisely using it and getting the kill as well.
Spike down, C.
And poor Mind Freak, a great lurk if his teammates have been alive, but unfortunately GRX just too quick on the defense. Pushing out, making sure that they only have to hold one angle here.
Well, I mean, Mind Freak's been crispy. See if he's got something special in store. I kind of doubt it with this double angle being held by Buzz and Stax.
Yeah, but if I'm Mind Freak, you got to consider It's just sending your abilities, going for kills, right? TRX are so low on creds.
No.
And maybe you get 2, maybe at
30
least a
seconds
3. Mind Freak 1v1, Omen v Omen. And it's going to be Mind Freak on top tonight as he brings the first map win for Paper Rex.
That smoke was all it took. He had a paranoia too. I was like, you could throw the paranoia through there. Nah.
Just one smoke.
They're
the mind games.
I know. They're expecting the paranoia. I'm not going to do that.
Yep. That's what it was. I mean, they're spread out, so he just cuts up that mound into angles that he can force 1v1s.
Exactly.
Mind Freak trying to once again prove that he deserves to be the best controller in Pacific. As he takes down MAKO for the map win, leading 1-0 in this best of 3.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal map for him, and you know it looked a little rough when he had to shift over to the Killjoy, but you put him back on his comfort of Omen, and he wants to show you that he is still a top controller in the world, and he's got some fans out there showing him some love.
I will say it's really unnerving looking at the Paper Rex logo, but in blue, because we also have DRX on stage. There's a little bit of a mix, but yeah, I mean, Mind Freak, cold as ice on that last round, so zoned in for the entirety of Lotus. And look at that, look at what happens. You pick a comfort pick that you've had for a long time, sure, a little bit of shakiness at Champions as they couldn't figure out how to make the double duelist work, but they're right back into it.
Yeah, they look good. And it's just tons of confidence flowing right now for Paper Rex, and they are happy to take these fights. But again, I like that DRX actually tried to just W-key at the W-key gamers as well, and it kind of worked for a little while. And that's fine, that's good. They need to experiment around with some of that. They need to kind of get scrappy, get a little bit ranked mode E if they can, and they did, and it kind of almost worked for a little bit.
I mean, got them quite a few rounds here and there, just not enough in the second half. As we take a look at some of the highlights, FORSEKEN, this ace.
Oh.
I mean, that did so much damage. The classic smirk for FORSEKEN after such a play. Teammates, something continue to just draw aggro with his excellent jet movement. I mean, this is Paper Rex at their best.
And there were no timeouts, right? Like, this was just
one from Paper Rex.
That's right, very early. That's right. There was one from Paper Rex.
That's all they needed. Yeah, that's all they needed.
The adjustments are phenomenal here from Paper Rex. I think Devi's doing a lot of the IGLing, but again, they just kind of intuit sometimes how to react to stuff so well. It's so fun to watch them play, man. They're just stellar. They make the maps so exciting, make the games exciting. On top of that, they're pretty darn good. So, you know, DRX, let's see if they can bounce back on Breeze. I have no idea what to expect on that map.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Do they still stick with that Euro composition that Paper Rex was experimenting when they played against Sentinels? That's the big question, because DRX are no strangers to playing against Yoru on Breeze. Had to deal with it coming out from the old non-Slayers.
I was just about to say, I'm like, wasn't that suggest?
Well, Paper Rex 13-7, 12 KD for Mind Freak. Excellent showing, both Omens on top, but you can just see when it came to Brawl versus Brawl, Paper Rex, that's their home ground. But I like that you pointed it out, Paper Thin. You know, jokes aside, DRX, okay, they're trying to let the players play to their strengths, right? Trying to let them adapt on the fly, force the issue, do some extra aggressive mental conditioning. And in the long run, this may work out for the better.
Exactly. This has to be something that they fix, that they address, if you're going to compete with this Paper Rex team in 2024. Just period, end of story. Frankly, if you're going to compete with some of the other upgraded APAC teams as well that are going to be in Pacific.
Well, that's Paper Rex leading 1-0. We take a quick break, and when we come back, we go to Breeze between DRX and Paper Rex. Marshall, but the Bulldog will get the spots from the Cypher as Mind Freak goes for the double. Still some damage done, but they can't just get their his location spotted. Oh, but he gets a nice headshot on Buzz. That double angle. He wants to get the early peek out and the spray down. Can he get the ace? It's going to be the Forsaken ace. So, Monyet, this time working off the guiding light, is able to stabilize. Monyet also ready for the aggression on B, and they just see it now. Still the operator. So,
I was just thinking the same thing there, and he
oh
gets
no!
one.
The Blade Storm's online, but Monyet doesn't catch the showstopper, so Monyet, he has to run away, and he can't. Monyet so fast. On this rotate, they have no idea that there's more members. Tries to shadow step out. Oh, and the lineup for something. I understand they don't have full vision. Trying to get. Knows where it's at. Gets one. Gets the second. Better clue. Okay, Mind Freak will secure a little bit of extra space, but he hears our Divine wants to kill. Do they suspect something with the double? They had no idea.
나를 부르는 수많은 단어들.
페이커?
불사대마 데빌력.
하지만 나를 가장 기쁘게 하는 건
사냥이야!
팬들과 소통할 때 나는 살아있음을 느낀다.
혹시 나랑 1대1 가는? 피지컬은 나쁘지 않은데 운영이 좀 아쉽네.
선수들과 직접 소통할 수 있는 개인 방송과 구독자 Q&A가 아프리카 TV 팀페이지.
Và bình luận trực tiếp trên online nền tảng livestream các giải đấu thể thao điện tử. Tránh từng khoảnh khắc cùng với các streamer. Xem livestream vui hơn, trải nghiệm tinh tinh hơn, thành tố dính qua không. Online nền tảng livestream tương tác bản quyền. Xem ngay tại online chụp máy nở hoặc tại ứng dụng trên App Store và Google Play.
Kita break dulu.
just build. We fire making. Pyro on the scale. We fire making. And let the heat just build. We fire making. And we gon' turn this up and go to the fire making, fire making. And yeah, I'm cold, but on to the touch is molten. Told them gonna go dust them. Hit that flame emoji when I quote and don't you stop them. I'm talking run them up, double up, ain't no way gonna stop. And they cost for the plague and the days they cut nobody up. Whoa, kill flip mode, hit my notes, let me switch my flows. On my road, get gone go, step on toes, just get my goal. Straight facts if I cast it, hook line if I'm captured. Yeah, I'm coming to get mine now, going out as a champ, yeah. And let the heat just build. And we gon' turn this up and go to fire making, fire making. Fire making. Fire making, fire making. Fire making. And let the heat just build. We fire making. Pyro on the scale. We fire making. And let the heat just build. We fire making. And we gon' turn this up and go to the fire making, fire making. And yeah, I'm cold, but everything touched is golden.
wake up, chat. We still have more AVL left tonight. Currently in the middle of this best of 3 between DRX and PaperX. And PaperX leading 1-0. DRX on the brink of being eliminated from their hometown here in the offseason.
Yep, I love that sign. I buzz you. Absolutely. I mean, this is going to be nuts. And I know I told you this, but I bumped into Alex in the hallway after the map, and I go, nice job. And he just looks at me and he goes, I have no idea what's going on.
You know, Coach Alex is either some mad genius or he genuinely doesn't know what's going on. It's one or the other.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he has some idea of what's going on, but
oh, for sure, we can.
But I love his attitude. You know, he feels the same way a lot of us do watching these games sometimes. Where he's just like, all right, guys.
You got to embody the PaperX of the Euro returns, but ladies and gentlemen, finally is Forsaken back on the Euro, but still further comp changes. Something, not playing that breach, they give up on it, and they just say, you know what, just play your best agents. Something goes on Jet, double duelist once again here on Breeze.
Yeah, no, I like this a bit better for PaperX, and I think this fits a little bit more into their style for sure. You know, Monyet, strong on the Omen. You know, Mindfreak here, back on the Sova, so definitely keeping my eyes peeled for how he's going to perform on that. That's the only kind of, you know, he struggled a little bit when he's off of his comfort role, has Mindfreak so far. Over on the other side for DRX, finally we get a Harbor. It is finally happening, so I'm very happy for that. Stacks, you know, he's solid on the Harbor for sure, but Zest on the Sova is going to be a really interesting duel between these two teams because Zest,
that's
I
a
think
big one.
Yeah, I think of Zest on Breeze with Sova, man, and I think one of the best Sovas in the world on this map.
Yeah, his Sova on Breeze and Haven, I think, really stand out. Those two maps, especially just the lineups.
Oke guys, map kedua sudah dimulai.
From other players as well. So DRX definitely a much more standard composition, even slotting in that Cypher. It definitely looks like RB now on full-time Sentinel duty. Meanwhile, Monyet going to be playing that Omen here, even on Breeze. Now, we've seen Omens in the past, and especially if you have another controller like Viper, it can work very well. You know, you can find some good value. You can still act as even another layer of that entry point, the paranoia, helping erase parts of the map. But the big question that you raised, and I agree, is Sova being played by Mindfreak instead of Devi. We'll see if that role continues to perform a bit better than it did on day 1 as we go into map 2 between PaperX and DRX.
Okay, DRX on the defender side, starting to maybe get some confidence. I don't know, they won a pistol. We got that going for us.
They did win one pistol,
which is nice.
See if they can get another one here.
You ever notice how like part of this map looks like cheese? Like those rocks? They kind of look like cheese.
I can confirm that I definitely have never thought that looking at Breeze.
Well, now you have.
But I will strongly consider it the next time it shows up in my queue. Wow, okay, well,
yeah.
That's
See, now I told you, I get tired and I get weird.
That much I can confirm.
Yeah.
Forsaken picking up that free ult orb here on A main as there was no pressure put on from DRX. Now PaperX are just waiting by. Oh, can't hit the first shot, just too many targets. And now it's up to MAKO to hold the line here on the toxic screen. He'll get one, but everyone has to back out as both members of DRX fall from the A site.
And Mindfreak hit him with a nice shock dart there to soften him up for the final blow. Nicely done, good start. Good cover there onto the recon dart from Zest. Gonna keep it on lockdown and Forsaken out there, out-dueling RB on the flanks.
Yeah, and even he crashes back to A main. Even gets the headshot from long range for something. Devi able to clean that up, and PaperX, they pick up right where they left off, leading 1-0.
Yeah, man. Again, it's... Forsaken is actually really good at lurking. Like, I'm sure a lot of you know that if you watched any of 2023 VCT. He was, especially on Pearl, is where I really think about his lurks as being really excellent. But on the Yoru, he's kind of given the ability to really set up for some nice lurks with those gate crashes, with those fake outs and stuff to really kind of keep track of opponents. And, you know, a lot of pressure on RB, try to keep him in check potentially, or if it's going to be, you know, Devi or whoever, it's going to be out there on those lurks. So pretty excited to watch this as Forsaken just going to TP out all the way over to the other side of the map now. Interestingly enough, there is nobody over there.
Yeah, it's a full stack here for DRX, and it might be paying off. Not able to pick up any of the weapons just yet, but already some damage done. Now Forsaken just put some pressure down onto B. Plants that gate crash to be able to jump right in the site should he need to do so. Making sure that DRX doesn't get ahead of them through the rotate here in mid.
How Buzz upgrades to a Vandal, so all of a sudden, looked like might be another nice start for Paper X, is in danger of being a lost eco round, or anti-eco round. It's Forsaken jumping up.
I mean,
oh gosh.
Yeah, the fake gate crash not going to find much value as Forsaken just has to get these kills. He's looking for someone under, and Zest is already right on top. Quick headshot there, lining up for another one on Devi. But Devi's not giving the time of day, but now there's going to be 3 members of firing squad to greet Devi.
30 seconds
and
left.
this is the anti-eco gone horribly wrong. Mind Freak continuing off of that great performance on the Omen, trying to get some more kills. You're on the Sova. Gets 2, but there's still 3 more. Everyone's still left alive. Has to take out the dart, gives time for TRX to catch up. Not much time. Just looking for kills at this point. Can't find it as MAKO also answers back with a Vandal.
Well, there you go. Thrifty for DRX, and they answer right back. Just, you know, they gamble stack, and it works out. Even though, you know, had Paper X been a little bit more patient and kind of waited for that information from Forsaken, they might have been able to swing this round completely in the opposite direction instead. You know, DRX is able to use WK Gaming against itself. Take him down. I mean, Mind Freak's still looking crispy though, so you got that going for you.
Yeah, the aim still seems to be on point. We'll see if he's continuing to be able to support his teammates with the utility as well. As we go into this 3rd round with Paper X now on their back foot, only a Guardian and Bulldog in hand. An early high tide here from Harbor to cut up mid allows Buzz to put some extra pressure. Something has crept up though, and Zest on the drop there. Can't stabilize the aim. The Sheriff battles bouncing back and forth between these 2 teams. So it's deep.
Oh my God.
Oh, they finally spot him.
So he had TP'd right to the left of the door and then gotten underneath the Harbor utility to sneak up there. So Forsaken almost able to pull off a pretty nice play, but barely recognized and stopped in time.
That Buzz just dodging that shock dart. Only 25 HP to his name. The paranoia early just to buy time from Monyet. It's trying to allow a setup here for something to go for this flank, and he will find that shot onto RB. And there is another member as well. This is another double flank. Buzz trying to clear the site as fast as possible if they know that there are members coming. But something is trying to get the kills here. The Cove now expired. Something gets another one, switches over to the Sheriff, and now Devi picks up the Vandal. He has to reload. Recognizes it now, the half had been done. Devi recognizes this, and he'll find the headshot. The defuse canceled, and a 2-1 lead for Paper X.
What in the world am I watching? This is just wild. All right, I believed Alex before, but I really believe him now, man. He was just spot on. This is just madness. I mean, great shots from something to open up a lot of space, and I like what Forsaken tries to do there. He's getting, you know, creative with the tech. And that Cove almost buys enough time, just almost, but you have to stick it there. Stacks, you have no choice. And you just hope that Devi kind of screws up just a little bit with his aim, but he doesn't. He's right on the money.
Yeah, the gate crash set up once again as Forsaken on his lonesome, putting pressure down. He'll have the dimensional drift if he gets that ult door for free. DRX continuing to give that up. Now he puts on some pressure on A and then immediately teleports out to help clear the site here on B. Trap wires being located for his teammates. Omen just going to jump across. Buzz has been spotted. The flash out, and Forsaken immediately finds his target. Sight broken open by the Yoru from Paper X. Now RB on the flank, but it's only 1 kill. Everyone falling from the side of DRX. Something on the hunt. We'll find his target and get the kill.
Forsaken just making himself an absolute nightmare to keep track of. What in the world was that, MAKO?
Well, okay, so something was trying to bait here, I think, to allow Devi to get the kill. But MAKO somehow finds the targets behind him. Gets a double.
Jeez. That was fast, too.
Yeah, and that forces Devi to come right back onto the site. Now they've set him up to be able to be the one that gets the kill, and he will get 1 more point towards that Viper's Pit.
God, MAKO just... the way he can make something out of nothing sometimes.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal. But even more phenomenal here is Forsaken, you know, like going over, grabbing the orb, popping the ult, so DRX, not exactly sure, thinking it might be over onto A, but it's actually all the way over here on the other side of the map on B, and he gets right in the back, finds a great flash, and Buzz is just not much he can do there on back sight. And
Here.
the floodgates open for Paper X. They get the plant down pretty much no problem, and now you got some real challenges to deal with. Mindfreak's got his ult. MAKO is gonna pop his to try to cover that orb this time, try to keep Forsaken from grabbing, you know, more dimensional drifts.
Yeah, but they push him out just a little bit, so they get close to the orb. You can do some chip damage with the shock darts. But the rare early Viper Spit from DRX allows them to force the enemy out of a main from that cave. Meanwhile, Zest trying to gain some control of Elbow. Still no clear information just yet. Might lock eyes. Or Forsaken, should he inch forward?
Hey, dude, look at this. Forsaken's already 2 away from another ult. They're just feeding him.
Yeah, he's just farming orbs, and now here comes that Hunter's Fury just to help clear out some of the areas of Buzz with that operator online, but he needs to stay alive. He needs to hold on to this. What a flash coming out from the Euro. Forsaken lines up, awaits to swing back out from Buzz. Stranded in the back of sight. The operator dropped. Smokes out for Omen, trying to plant for the backside. Forsaken opens it up even further.
Here he goes! He's got his ult again!
Oh my gosh. And the spike has been planted as well. The TP out. MAKO will be able to jump onto it, but they have no idea. They have no idea where the Euro is. Mindfreak finding one. Still no information on Forsaken's whereabouts. Zest just fishing for information, finds the Euro. He knows where the Silva was, but couldn't find the kill. Clock ticking down, still waiting for the 1v1s. Wants to find that answer, but Forsaken swings out in time. Another point towards a potential third dimensional drift.
I mean, that's back-to-back rounds with dimensional drifts. I don't.
That's insane.
That's absolutely insane. I don't even know what to say. I mean, a great shot here from Buzz on the initial one, but an even better response from Forsaken to shut Buzz down. And then he's dimensional drifting, and good luck. God only knows where he's going. He might not even know sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you just start that journey, right?
It's the magical journey of Forsaken.
You don't know what the destination is, but you will take it.
It's like that poem, right? The road less traveled.
The road less traveled. I like it. One of my favorite poems indeed. But right now, DRX, no time for poetry as they need to strike back, and they don't have the firepower to do so. Blade Storm online, though. See if it finds any value.
Oh, he's going to need to.
But look at Monyet, right? Uses from the shadows to pressure halls. I mean, we don't see this area used that often, but they heard the Omen ultimate, and they know it's got to be somewhere that's ready for the flank. DRX frozen in place. This allows Paper X to start to creep forward.
And they heard a little bit of noise on the site. Some pings are coming through, but everybody on DRX is scratching their heads trying to figure out where they went. I mean, the mind games here by Paper X are just incredible.
All right, just keeping that Cypher locked in place. This should give the cue over to Monyet to make his move, and he's going to start to creep out of halls. Slowly clear that out, get ready for the flank. DRX, they bought the bait just a bit, but they hear the exit. Zest making the call. My Tide comes out on site. Meanwhile, on the minimap, gate crash onto the site. We'll see if Forsaken can find a kill here.
Left.
Just a fake one. Zest closing in, though. They're very well aware, as we do see the Reckoning come out, and Buzz with a nice jump shot. Eventually, Sex and MAKO go down. The site is cleared, but Buzz is back. Trying to find one more kill. Not hit by the paranoia. Wants to find that elbow, can't do it. Swinging back onto the site, none of the knives hit, and something swings out. RB not going to find the timing onto something, and Paper X lead 5-1.
Oh my goodness. Buzz trying to take matters into his own hands here. Finds some nice shots, but then something with that wide swing just shuts it all down, and it's the chaos that Monyet's able to create. Even though it doesn't find any kills or anything, it just like sends DRX into panic mode, and eventually Paper X is able to slip underneath the net, find the plant at the very least. Forsaken gets 2 more kills and a death. I don't know if he picked up any orbs in that round, but he's gonna be darn near another dimensional drift. Goodness, what a statement performance here from Paper X.
I mean, just the control they have over these orb areas, right? And only 2 points away. He's gonna go for another one as well. even have that gate crash set up. Now something will be sacrificed as he moves a bit too far forward past that cascade. Fake out, gonna be shot out, so they have information that someone's here. Another gate crash off of the flash. MAKO does not hear him, but neither does Forsaken, and he finally hears the footsteps coming in, wants to make sure that he has his back covered off of that teleport. Not going to be able to find it as Divide clears the site. 3v4, Magnet equalizing it to a 3v3, extra smokes off of the pit. And now DRX, what do they have? Just an operator. If they can get a kill, it's the Neural Theft, but Magnet's so low, and he's just holding this area. Here comes the Neural Theft off the corpse, and Magnet swings out on the timing right before getting pinged. Buzz not keeping his eyes on the prize. Focused on the Viper's pit. Magnet gets the flank.
This is just crazy good stuff here from Paper X. Not only to get the Viper's pit because you plant a little bit off kilter from where the normal plant spot is, so the shock darts don't hit you. Magnet with 14 health hides in the smoke and then gets right behind Zest as that ult pops who isn't spotted. I mean, the timings are insane. This is just bananas. And by the way, there's another dimensional drift available.
Yep.
Because Forsaken died.
And of course, we do have to give credit to the Mind Freak, of course, on the last round as well. Great takes. Here's the dimensional drift, and they're not going to quite find RB as he's trying to hide away. He's still just behind a cyber cage, but he just can't do much. He can't relay the information to his team. It's just chaos on the site, and Paper X have taken over.
What do you do? What do you do against this? What do you do? It's just... it's madness, and it's controlled madness. It's controlled chaos from Paper X, because once that dimensional drift is in play, so fast is Forsaken able to relay the information of the positions. Yeah, RB goes unaccounted for, but he fired a shot, and I think someone heard it or noticed it, and they were eventually able to identify it. Yeah, you got to pump the brakes, man. It's going out of control.
Yeah, I mean, for one, so many dimensional drifts, and at the pace he's been getting them at, he could easily get one before the half is over. Forsaken just dives onto the site with a judge on Breeze, utilizing that Yoru ultimate. And like you said, someone is aware, keeping that information in check, that there was a shot fired, that the Cypher has to be close. It's an eco round coming out from DRX. And finally, Termi not able to let the players run amok any further. Still some smiles, though.
Oh, I mean, what can you do? That's the only way, you know, like Mini said at Champions after DRX just absolutely obliterated them on Pemain. He's like, what can you do, man? You know, it's actually easier to kind of bounce back after maps like this, even if this sends DRX out of the tournament, you know, for their next appearance. You know, what else can you do but laugh and smile and say, well, it happened?
Well, I mean, no smiles on the faces of Buzz and Stacks, though. Not happy with the performance they've had so far on this map. Hungry to make something else happen. Kills or not, just no wins on the board since the eco round on round 2. You know, they beat Paper X on the anti-eco.
Gosh, you're right.
They haven't been able to do anything.
It's insane. But the way that Paper X is able to snowball Forsaken here, and the way that they're playing with the map, just all over the place in so many different manners, using, you know, Magnet's ult as well to create more confusion, more chaos, and you try to cut this off with as many high tides and toxic screens as you want. There aren't enough. There aren't enough in the game.
Oh, and this is so fast once again. I mean, not only did they draw out the early cascade from Stacks as well, but they just pile on through it. Smoke or not, we're coming in, knocking down the door. Now Buzz has already gone way deep into the enemy spawn, but from the shadows again as well, just to try to draw out some aggro.
Right next to Zest.
Oh no. Something. Oh, he doesn't sense it any further, but maybe no need. Forsaken with another double kill. And it's just Zest and Buzz. Buzz with an operator. You have to save this.
Gotta get out. You gotta get out. And you can't give any more orbs over to Forsaken. At least find Mind Freak. Okay, Magnet, yeah. Trying to get tricky.
Yeah, really drawn towards Zest, it seems. There's some magnet going on over there. Buzz just trying to stay alive for his life, but something's on the hunt. There's still a little bit of time, and Divide takes down the operator. Oh no.
That's painful.
I mean, this is disaster for DRX.
Oh, I know. And by the way, Forsaken probably going to get another dimensional drift in this round.
Absolutely. I mean, I mean, if not this round, at least in this half, right? You just die the next 2 rounds, and you're on for one. This is
just, you know, all I gotta say is, this is everything you could ever want from this new Paper Rex roster.
Yeah,
you know, this is it and more.
Yeah, they haven't dropped a single beat in terms of style and color. The chaos is here. The pacing at its best. They know the trap wire's there. Not able to clear it, but Forseken's just gonna...
Yeah, he could just gate crash over to the other side.
Yeah. But look at that, right? He trips it again to let them think that it really is the entry on to B. Catches Buzz unawares. Stacks trying to equalize, but Forsaken just a menace on the site.
Got the ult, but I think he's gonna plant first and then use it to clear space, back site potentially.
It is a 3v3, we'll have to see. Obviously, going into that drift, you may lose that firepower. Everyone's spread out here for Paper Rex. Spots one, now he's gonna use it to relocate. The big question is, Zest, can he get here in time? Oh no, the double drop right in front of the Jet as they try to avoid the Yoru. And even Zest gets spotted after that kill. The Yoru is everywhere, ripping this universe of DRX to shreds as Forsaken gets another kill.
It's just an absolute treat to watch. I mean, you know, we knew Forsaken had a pretty good Yoru, but this is beyond anything we've ever seen from him or this team. It is next level right now. The way that he is just toying with DRX, using that information against them with the spots from the Cypher utility, and just being able to just farm ults like nobody's business here on this attacker side.
Just so speedy as well, right? No hesitation on those teleports. Just, he's here 1 second, over there the next. And single-handedly causing so much confusion for DRX. You can just see the migraines coming through the side of the Korean squad. Now, reckoning online for Stacks, but this time it's just a straightforward entry. I mean, look at this, right?
Nobody's
One
even
dash, 2 TPs onto the site, and yeah, I mean, they left it open. DRX, all right, it's time for that retake to come into play.
Maybe this is the way to beat it. Just let Forsaken expend all of his utility before you even get there.
Oh no, but he's gonna wait for sound. He has Monyet right by him as well. What is this setup for Paper Rex? Forsaken, can he react off him? He gets 2, he gets 3! Monyet simply the bait, the scouts at 4, the true decoy, as Forsaken shuts down the retake with a spray down.
One enemy remaining.
Zest all alone once again and just can't find his targets. 10-1 for Paper Rex.
Insanity. All I can do is just shake my head because of how just incredibly brilliant this is from Paper Rex. This is all you can do as a DRX fan, just tip your cap. They're just playing the map of their lives right now.
I mean, look at this setup,
Brilliant.
right? I mean,
Monyet is just purely bait.
yeah.
Who cares if he dies?
Any concerns about Monyet fitting in, throw him out the window.
Right.
Just incredible. At a loss for words, really. And now the attacker's
He might get one
operator.
more. He might get one more.
He absolutely could. Look at this. They're covering him on B main.
We got 3 ops, by the way.
Monyet's like, I know what you want to do as a duelist.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, they've got all the ops. All of them used to op.
The Blade Storm for something.
Oh my gosh, here
There
we
he
go.
goes.
Who's next? Well, it ain't DRX because they aren't getting another round this half, it seems. Forsaken finds the spot. Oh, whoa, what?
Oh
in
my
the world?
God.
No Flash just pops out. The disrespect against MAKO. And something shutting down Stacks as well. Monyet now on this deep lurk. He hears the sprint. Buzz has no idea. And DRX fans, they can't do anything but just applaud in awe as Paper Rex takes an 11-1 half.
Is that 5-dimensional drifts?
Yes.
5, right?
I want to say it's 5.
That is just, I mean, this is one for the ages, folks. This is one you guys will be talking about for years after this. The way that Paper Rex is running roughshod all over DRX, it is just,
dude, what I'm
stunning.
You see this decision making? He sees him taking out the snake bite and he just goes, oh, easy peasy for me. I mean, how fast does Forsaken's brain turn, man?
it's just like constantly at like 9,000 RPM. Like that,
Yeah.
his brain is just.
It's incredible that we're not seeing smoke from the stage. This guy is overheating.
He's a perpetual motion machine, man. Like there's just no stopping. You can see it's getting the buzz. I mean,
Yeah,
he is not having a good day.
You gotta imagine, right? He's had such a great tournament with the operator. Just incredible kills with the operator, such confidence, and one agent completely nullifies any impact that Buzz can have on the defense.
Yeah, what do you do? There were no answers. They tried everything in the kitchen sink, DRX. I mean, they tried gamble stacking when they had full rifles. You know, they would try to dodge these ults. They would try to go to the other sides of the map. And it's just like,
Jeez.
it's stellar. That's all there is to it. There's
Yeah.
again, you got to try to not let these kind of games get to you, because every once in a while your opponent just hits that other level, hits that other gear, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And I mean, DRX has done this to teams. You know, they did it to Fnatic at
Yeah.
Champions. You know,
Yeah.
it happens.
It does happen, but it never feels good to be on the receiving end. And I think, again, for Buzz, I think it's just the fact that he's had such a great tournament. He's thrown everything, util, you know, multi-kills, op kills, showing some of the best games he's had. And then this one, what could be the last map, he's just not able to do anything, hands tied behind his back. Nobody on the side of DRX over 10 kills. Meanwhile, Forsaken, 17 on the board.
Time to jump.
Oh, he spots the jump. Oh, okay, the confidence is definitely getting a little ahead of himself, but Monyet, paranoia, does he creep through? It's too close. Buzz spots him with the frenzy. Finally, DRX looks like they start to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, this is, you know, hopefully the start of some decent rounds for DRX, get a little bit of confidence going. I mean, look, if any team could do it, it's DRX that can come back from a scoreline like this.
True.
Literally seen it before. But, you know, it is not easy against a team of the caliber of PaperX.
One enemy
Yeah,
remaining.
okay, RB starting to heat up. That's good news for DRX. And, you know, as we look at what should be the end of this round, Mind Freak sitting down to 12 HP. Okay, Buzz is definitely angry. We can tell that as he's fishing for these kills. But I just want to mention, obviously, composition-wise as well, PaperX much harder on the defense side, I would imagine, in the way that they were playing, right? It's double duel. It's not like the Euro can just hold one side and transfer to the other. You got to be able to push out from one part.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think it's going to rely, again, on Forsaken being really flexible on the map. So in this pistol round, he just goes for the big play. I mean, again, with how much of a lead you'll have, with the confidence flowing,
Sure.
like you said, who cares? But now I need to see him start spreading the map after the next round, you know, after the eco, you know, using that gate crash to make sure that he's flexible, that he can react to DRX's plays and not give them any sense of comfort. Do what he did on that attacker's side, just, you know, it is a little bit of a different affair on the defender's side. Buzz hunting, wants it. Yeah, he's got it.
Not letting any kills get away from him. A fast dash forward, finds another one onto something. Buzz is back with a vengeance on the attacking half. Devi will shut him down, but the rest of the crew from DRX entering from B main. RB holding this angle, waiting for his teammates to come through. MAKO will pick up that kill. Now a third round.
Very critical round here for DRX. If they have any hope of coming back, it has to be a streak, and it has to start here on this bonus. And they are going to have to throw just about everything they can at this round. Couple rifles already invested. Great push out here from Buzz. The cascade there to cover as well from top mid. And you can see there, good reaction, good cover. And yep.
Yeah, get the Vandals. Make sure you
Vandals,
have
yep.
some extra rifles. You got to buy up, as you mentioned. They don't have too much margin of error here. That's going to be all the rifles, but one already taken down. Monyet, just an aggressive hold onto Cave. That's going to slow things down quite a bit. That Poison Cloud now just a bit stranded.
look who showed up to the party. Forsaken's right next to him.
Ready for that double team. I mean, they see this pressure, and they've only spotted Monyet so far, and he's so low. Forsaken, now he works off of it. I mean, you just make a little extra movement. Now the double team scene. MAKO will get one kill, but Forsaken continuing to reposition. As we do see the pings from PaperX, noting that RB was mid, rejoining with the team. Now, something already pushed out from B main. So Paper X has a good idea that the rest of the forces are still somewhere nearby on A. Forsaken holding close.
He's gonna need a little bit of help here, and he's got it now with Mind Freak just shifting enough weight that he can keep the angle covered for Forsaken.
Oh, with that high tide, they know it's coming for sure. The Cascade as well. Do they hold close to counter recon dart though? And RB just doesn't find it. He tries to jump across. Forsaken staying alive, tying the entire crew up here from DRX. Gets a third. Can he go for the fourth? No, he'll get shut down by Stacks. But now something is here, and it's Devi who picks up the kill, leading to match point.
It's brilliant. I mean, he's able to change sides of the map there and hide because of the extra effort from Monyet to make sure that that little angle, like you mentioned, Will, is obscured enough that he's able to find that first kill, sneaks right up underneath your nose, and DRX just cannot account for anywhere that Forsaken is going because he is all over the map right now.
I mean, you can just see it's just a massive headache for DRX, right? I mean, they don't have the leisure. They don't have the leisure to check all their angles to make sure that everything's accounted for. Now it's just an aggressive push out. Paper X, they want to put the nail in the coffin. The decoy gets shot out as well, and now confusion as there's no follow-up. Forsaken just trying to bait them in to this death ball trap. The one-man Yoru death trap. All right, well, he gets pinged out. Just gonna have to gate crash out as there's the follow-up from something. A brilliant trap play using the Yoru himself as bait this time around. Something on for the ace. Buzz fighting for his life and the tournament life. He'll get the triple to answer back. And the late storm. Ace for Buzz, he finds his target. Just needs to get it, and the Buzz ace keeps DRX here at the AVL.
All right, well, there you go. It looked like it was just GG. See you next time. But Buzz had something to say about it. What a trap play, though, that they set up. That complete bait there. Oh, you're going to ping me with the owl drone? That's cool.
Oh, man.
Here's something.
I mean, I thought it was over, but Buzz
I did
just
too.
turned it up. He knew what the mission was. There's no staying alive. It's just take down everybody else.
So fast.
Wow. At Paper X, I mean, you're at match point, but that move, I think, slows you down a bit, right?
Oh, yeah.
You see that he is mad right now. But RB, slow swing out. Neural Theft gives him the information. E-site, fairly weak.
Monyet fishing with the Marshall, gets a kill. He's going for the no-scopes, seeing if he can catch somebody, but RB is going to make him pay the price. Doubles up on it. It's 3 in the round.
All right, still a long way to go, but DRX, they're keeping the hopes alive here. Oh, the bait out from the bait gate crash there.
He's got the dimensional drift again.
Is it just on like a timer cooldown? Are we playing TDM here? Like, what's going on? I just keep seeing that come back online. Oh, Devi wins that. RB a little shaken by the drop there. The dimensional drift now coming online. Poison Cloud, I mean, Stacks trying to play the greatest mind game that he ever has. And the snake bite is just bait. They have no idea. And Stacks is here. Devi finally finds it, but he's so weak. Stacks just playing for time. Picks up the kill.
All right, there you go. There you go. Yeah, okay. Forsaken gets the exit, but who cares at this point for DRX? You're max buying.
Well,
yeah, it hurts a little bit. It hurts a little bit. You're right. The money is not the best, but
no, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying we're on, 1 point closer to another dimensional drift. Forsaken is he's trying to speed run 10 dimensional drifts right now.
You know what? You got me there. You got me there. That's true. That's fair.
All right, this Euro's not stopping. But
no, there are no brakes on the Yoru train.
No, not today. But hey, look at what that one ace from Buzz does for the team. Everyone regaining their confidence in their aim. RX, and they keep it up, slowing things down once again. Hunter's Fury and Reckoning, so they have some good combos here to take over what seems to be quite a weak site. Paper X to leave it open, other than Devi. He's gonna get tagged by the Hunter's Fury. Nowhere to run on that one. MAKO just a quick kill on the swing out.
Yeah, good recognition, the spacing there, and that paranoia led to a spray. And wow, Monyet, that is ambitious.
Yeah, here comes the decoy and the flash, but Buzz is ready for it. No longer falling to the tricks of the Yoru. Something for the trade. Monyet wrecking havoc around the pillar. They can't find him just yet, but people.
Source ini dari server dari pusat yang
있어서 굉장히 잘 적응하고 있다고 얘기를 합니다. 그러면 이제 또 역할과 배분에 대해서 앞으로 볼 수 없습니다. 모녀 선수 같은 경우